Alright, and hello and welcome to the 25th episode of Salt Play Sunless Sea. Last episode, I bought a new ship, which means I only have 4 Echo now, which is not very many, but I'll be fine. So the things that I have are the Sigil-ridden Navigator wants 2 live specimens to go to the Chapel of Lights. The Fathom King wants a bunch of stuff. Last episode, I took care of the Clattery Airs live specimen. The Admiralty wants me to go to Frostfound. I would also like to go all the way to the end of Frostfound. And the Venturer's Desire wants me to get 7 Lamentable Relics or 1 Colossal Fluke Core. And I have 3 Lamentable Relics right now. Savior's Rocks wants me to bring them 3 Tomb Colonists, and the Clattery Air has the Clattery Heart, I believe is what it's called, in Adam's Way, which I'm not sure if I can get or not. As you might notice from the fact that the numbers haven't changed, I didn't stop or anything between this and ending episode 24. I'm just plowing straight on through because I do genuinely really want to go check out Frostfound. So that's that. I'm going to last time I forgot to visit my lodgings and try and reduce terror. Enjoy their company. Total terror 0. I don't think I have anything else to do here. Yeah, nope. Okay. Off north to Frostfound. I have no idea if I've purchased enough supplies. I'm figuring that I will find out. Hopefully. Oop. Oh, it handles different. Okay. Hunter's Keep. A quiet isle, a grand old house. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other Untersea islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. I'm just going to reconnoiter the island, plunging cliffs, soft green lawns, a well tucked away in a fold of the grounds. Anything else? It's the same as ever. I'm not gonna visit with them with news. I don't see a reason to do that. So on we go. Maybe now it'll be worth it for me to pick up a bunch of tomb colonists, but they require me to drop off supplies, and I'm not confident enough to do that. You know? Oh, my weapon is gone. Interesting. I didn't realize that the ship didn't have forward weapons. I am going to choose to slightly reduce terror because I'm trying to keep my terror down. If swinging around backwards let me spot that Alkeus class vessel. Nope, okay. Oh no, here they are. Come on. You've destroyed a pirate steam pinnace. The ship is yours. What will you do with her? Loot and scuttle her. She's a vile old vessel, and these seas aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. These pinnaces don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but here's something in the back of the hold. Crates. 5 supplies. Fucking awesome. Alright, tomb colonies. Few die and fall in London. They come here instead. I'm going to explore Venderbite. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. An interlude. You pause for refreshment at the Hungarian cafe. The coffee is dusty and the pastries a little stale, but the gaggle of decaying violin players are skilled and surprisingly sprightly. They play Eat Our Hearts, My Darling. The king is tall, tall, and pop goes the weasel with brio and conviction. Then they start on the old dark ocean under the world, and you realize the time. Your ship awaits you. I'm also gonna put a Blumigan ashore. That'll liven things up. Yes, it livens things up. A shriek. Your Blumigan has run up a colonist's leg, inside their leg by the sounds of it. Some of them are as hollow as drums. Well, no doubt they can both take care of themselves. Tiptoe away. Okay. Gather gossip, get that port report. Yeah, you don't help me at all. I don't think that I have anything. Nope, okay. I was genuinely didn't realize that hunter's eye was Pelican, so I'm a little bit like, will I get anything if I visit them? And the answer is generally no. I should have sold that. Oh well. Let's go diagonally. Yeah, let's go diagonally. I don't think I need to reduce terror, so let's just get those supplies. Avoid this whirlpool, which is not marked on my map. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. This game is so fun and cool. Right, into frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. I'm going to enter frostfound. I'm just going to do this, and then I'll do everything else. Yeah, I'll just do this and then do everything else. Let me scoot up and drink a little bit. Okay. Face the wall. You probably shouldn't do that, one of the squatters advises. Ignore her. Face the wall. Examine your cloudy reflection. Close your eyes. Step forward. Shiver. Frostfound radiates both cold and a subtler chill of the heart. Did you move at all, or is it your reflection that moved? You are inside Frostfound. The corridors of Frostfound. Light, 100 rich and blinding colors filter through the ice. It's like drinking a kaleidoscope. It's like being kidnapped by rainbows. The colors shift with every step you take, revealing shining corridors. In each and every corridor, your reflection waits. Enter the sapphire chamber. This corridor shimmers with a blue as rich as the sky of the surface. A howling wind. It fills your ears, but the air is still. Every facet of the ice crystal wall is the hard and depthless blue of a desert sky. You take one step further in, and that blue plucks at your senses. Vertigo spins you. A voice intones, "This was the sky." We can either recall other places where there is no sky, a high-risk challenge, or we can simply step into the sky. I'm gonna try this. You are far from any sky. Stare fiercely into that fierce blue and call to mind your memories of skyless islands. 28% chance of success. Failed. Confusion. Where are you? What is happening here? Around you, Frostfound shivers like a bubble. Is it even real? I'm gonna try one more time, and then I'll just go with the sacrifice a point of fails. We succeeded. An accommodation. Yes, this blue is a brittle, savage barrier. Press against it, and it will shatter, spilling you into the high wilderness. But you are safe in the dark. You are afraid, but you have mastered your fear. Oh, I have to enter the sapphire chamber again. Great. This corridor shimmers with a blue as rich as the sky of the surface. Alright, let's try this again. I would rather not sacrifice a point of veils. Okay. Come on. This is the last time I can do this. Nope. Okay. We just have to sacrifice a point of veils then. The horror of emptiness. Yes, this... Oh, I already, did that. Okay. That's frustrating, but whatever. Again? I have 24 again? Blech. Alright. Well. I probably should have been reading all of that. That would have been a nice, like... Other repetition would have been cool. Oh well. I was just a little bit annoyed and not expecting it to take so many tries. Enter the Amethyst Gallery. Over here, a corridor is the deep violet of the more colorful Untersee corals. Dappled shadows drift like fish. Predatory shapes. You are the center of a hunter's attention. Things like and unlike sharks, long, sleek, half visible behind the walls. You have the sudden sense that they are vaster than sharks, vaster than Frostfound itself. The Amethyst Gallery. Perspective confounds you. This place stretches away every direction through a dusty purple haze, as if you float in a cloud. The air is chill and crackling. Vast and shadowy shapes hang lifeless in the distant cloud, fluid staining their hides. Whale things and beast things, bigger than dirigibles, bigger than cities. You are a speck in the cloud. Are you still inside Frostfound? Once again, there's a voice, lifeless as leaden type. There were casualties. This is reminding me of today. It's still today. I saw a video of a guy who did, like, you know, those YouTube videos of people making, like, sculptures with, like, wood and epoxy. He did, like, little, like, rectangular prisms of wood, squared owls of wood, in vertically in like a big thing of epoxy and then chiseled it down, carved it down into a whale shape. So once it was done, like it was mostly like a clear epoxy whale, but at the bottom there was like square sticks of wood sticking up into it, and it made me think of like a floating, like a giant floating mechanical whale with a city inside of it. This is making me think of that. Um. Anyways, I think I want to just do the stat sacrifice ones because I have such a low chance of succeeding at any of these. And that was kind of annoying to go through it a bunch of times. So I'm just going to directly approach the Colossi. Fear is the way to the heart of Frostfound. You will not escape unscathed. This will sacrifice a point of iron. Terror profundi. Great, sad, dead eyes like stagnant crater lakes, mouths which could drink rivers. Your entire ship would be a glint on a speck and a pockmark on the least limb of these things. Every time you enter battle, you will remember this. Enter the cavity. That corridor glows the rich red of sunlight on fresh blood. Bright as pain. As you tread the corridor's crimson facets, you almost expect your feet to come away sticky. You are bathed in crimson light, thick as cream. It warms your skin and fills your mouth with the taste of iron. This is only a memory, a voice intones. The crime is forgotten. Its shadow remains. And I will surrender to the traces of horror. Whatever was remembered here is gone, but even its traces still scald the air. You can give in to it, but it will damage you. That's fine. That art. All living things are joined in the chain. Men and apes, bees and roses, messengers and stars. When the red science breaks it, even time is scarred. Now that scar has touched your spirit. Enter the emerald vista, the green of forests, of poison, of leaves haloed by arc light. Leaf shadows in motion, chilly air, the scent of pine. Rich, deep, fresh green of infinite depths and tints. If secrets had a color, it would be this. It baffles and delights the eye. A chilly wind brushes you. Something sought, the voice intones. Something lost. I will peer into the depths. Surrender your understanding to the wind. This will sacrifice a point of mirrors. That's fine. Changes. There are changes which will wash away all that you were and all that you are. Nothing is familiar. Everything is new as morning. Your sight is dazzled. Your perceptions confounded. Cross the diamond bridge. Here the light is brightest. Lightning bright. Migraine bright. Bright as humiliation. Even when you close your eyes, the light does not diminish. A narrow space of blinding light, all colors and none, between the towers of Bright and the towers of Teneb. Once on the bridge, you will be exposed like an insect in the desert, like a fresh carcass on the operating table, like a jewel in the sun. Across the bridge, the light will erode what you are. An acid dazzle. You'll stumble through a mounting haze of dread. The light tears at you. Thoughts wither like charring paper across into the merely brilliant light of inner frostfound. This might be finally. Enter the iridescence. A softer, pearlier mirror fog glow coils from this corridor. If this is Frostfound's pearl, what dark inclusion provoked it? Interesting. Oh, I don't have a searing enigma anymore. The light here is very different. The ice crystal walls are invisible behind a soft and luminous fog. Even the air is warmer. Your shadow paces you, stalking the boundaries of the fog. Know yourself, a voice intones. Unfortunately, I sold the Searing Enigma to get my ship, I think. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wrestle myself. Wrestle yourself. Know yourself? Never mind that. Take the direct approach. Assault your shadow reflection. This will sacrifice 1 point of each skill and increase your wounds. I'm sure this is fine. A savage battle. Over and over you go and tumble like furious limbs. You know all your weak spots, but so do you. Fingernails gouge your flesh, reach for your eyes, words gouge deeper. At last you rise, trembling, your blood on your hands. Lost a bunch of stats, gained 5 terror. Terror's at 100. I'm sure this isn't bad at all. Enter the dark room. Nothing is visible. Sacred ground. Almost silence, soft breath, the crushing pressure of once lived experience, as at the core of a star corpse, Frostfound's lightless heart. Interesting. There's so many cool things I could do here. Okay, so traveler returning. If I have a bunch of things, this is like a once your end game sort of deal, I think. You have been here before, you wrote your name, you wrote it in your blood, which is fire. This is the only one that I can do, which is Fumble in the Darkness. But I'm going to read the other ones. Open a sunlight-filled mirror catch box, which light will dramatically reduce your tail and expel you from the dark room. Unveil a judgment's egg. Unfortunately, I sold one of those a little bit ago. Interesting. That will set your terror to 0. Or we can harvest a star shell if we have way more mirrors. Interesting. So that's where Gaunt is. But I need a way higher mirrors. Or I have to be defiant of the gods of the Z, but I've decided not to do that. Cool. Okay. Well, I'll know that if I want to come back here, I have to bring a sunlight-filled mirror catch box or Judgment's egg. That's cool. Okay. Fumble in the darkness. Was it only curiosity that brought you this far? Perhaps you can salvage something regardless. This is only possible once. A matter of luck, it could go either way. Your luck quality gives you a 50% chance of success. Otherwise, I think I'll die here. Let's go. Ooh. Need. Your hand closes on a memory. Long ago, a traveler went east, seeking something that could not be found in the black and starry kingdoms of high wilderness, nor in the Irigo temptations of the nadir, not in the glow of the forge, nor the crushing silence of the Untersee deeps, not in the shapling citadels, not in the light of the south, not of the sundered sea. The traveler went east, and others may follow. You have found something that the traveler tried to forget, that naked need. The traveler won't be pleased. You were unlucky. Salt's curse lies on you. You have 1 Searing Enigma. You have despoiled a sacred place and have gained 1 mirrors. Interesting. I'm sure that's not bad at all. Oh no. Okay. Let's see if I can return to the corridors of Frostfound. Distant bells. Okay. Leave. You aren't really in this chilly labyrinth, are you? You can open your eyes at any time, and you'll be safe. Won't you? You have moved to new area. Okay. 100 terror. I'm going to take tea with the squatters of the dock. I feel like this reduces my terror. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddlefishers. Some look like withern folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. Awesome. Okay. Terror went down some. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful riddle fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Iram and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests, she finishes vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Irimi liqueurs, pale withered beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. So you got supplies, fuel, tears down to only 90. Let's speak to our Iremi contact. A riddle fisher is wearing the blue and red scarf that marks him as a contact. It would be a riddle fisher. What are the odds he'll give you a straight answer? 48% probably. When will the towers topple? The riddle fisher shares a series of linked riddles with you. You identified the linking factor. It's a prediction about who will win the contest between questions and riddles next year. Perhaps the Admiralty will find it useful. It's the closest thing to information about the balance of power this far north. Let's create a port report. And let's put a Blimmigan ashore. I'm sure this won't have negative consequences. Snow, ice, a few squatters, a harsh environment for vegetation, but Blimmigans are adaptable. Oh, not that adaptable. Its moist tendrils freeze to the icy ground as soon as it's off the gangplank. It squeals, speeding back into the ship to huddle in the engine room. It's made its opinions on frostfound very clear. Well, all right then. I suppose that's fair. Okay, let's go with our 90 terror. I was gonna go past Wither and Codex, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just gonna head straight back south and hope that I don't gain 10 terror on the way. Maybe the Frost Lions will have. Oh, great. An old friend. I was hoping I could do more than just keep you company, she remarks. I do have a little medical training. I want to just accept her, but I don't want to lose this character, and I'm concerned that will. Wait, what are you doing here? You never came aboard. Into the air. You snap awake. No one is here. Only the lamp swings as if the cabin door had just closed, or perhaps as if a passing beast had rocked the ship. You've lost one terror. Let's try to fight the poet pirate. Oh, this is much harder with only one weapon. Glad that hit. Alright, you've defeated an Alkeus-class vessel. Crippled, broken, already feeding the Z's endless hunger. Little remains of the ship, but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Investigate the wreckage. You will have to be quick to salvage anything. You steer close, shining the lamp on the debris. Captain, over there, port side. Rescue the pirate poet. 500 echo, fuel, supplies, and... Interesting. An unread log. An odd, flat little stab-bound book bound with red ribbon, but the cover reads the log of the... Did some lost captain purchase it in the far bazaars of the Khanate? We now have one unread log. Interesting. I have no idea what those do. Oh good, somehow that reduced our terror. Because it was definitely up at 92 during the fight. I looked for a second. Sorry for the neck popping noises. They've gotta happen because my neck hurts. You know how it is. Okay, salt lions. There is a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. Two basalt beasts, cathedral-sized. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Picking. There's a supply dock below. Let's visit the unmakers. Muscular pick wielders rest on camp stools, watching you approach, passing hip flasks around. An unctuous overseer beckons you to sit. Fungal tisane and tea cakes. We get funding from the bazaar, it's true, but Station 4? I wouldn't call us Station 4. It's a little grandiose. The stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them are used as garden statuary or occult ballast. Most of them. Some go down to the places under the bazaar. More tea cakes? Let's carry Sphinx Stone to London. Having defeated the pirate poet, I have enough money for a deposit. And let's try putting... I could do this twice. I could totally do this twice. Sure. And let's put a Blemigan ashore. Blemigans have populated harsher environments. Scenting something familiar, the Blemigan scales the face of the North Lion, squeezing fine tendrils into the narrowest of cracks, pressing on to the Unmaker's encampment. You leave it groping blindly at the laces of a tent, twittering softly. And let's compile a port report. Time, basalt, disillusion. And let's go. Really putting this into good use. I'm gonna check really quickly which of the sisters at Hunter's Keep does Salt's Curse stuff. Oh, that's a... I don't really want to fight that with only one weapon. Oh, okay, I guess we're fighting. I'm hoping for kind of a backup sort of deal. Death of an angler. The shell is shattered. The growing Elysiae lies silent. Let's dissect it for knowledge. A chancy challenge. Decapodal mysteries. You and your ship's doctor clamber over the beast as it lies in the lee of your ship. Its blood is a curious blue, and the blood, too, is touched by luminescence. It's a female, but there are no eggs. And what's this on its belly? Someone has chiseled 7 marks between 2 horizontal lines, like pillars supporting a roof. I kind of want to try finding all of the megalopses and killing them. Oh, great. Ooh, I can go deeper. But it'll... But I have 100% chance of success. I think I'm probably close enough to home that this is fine. We will go deeper into the nightmare. Only gained 3 terror. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay. I'm going to ignore that. I'm sure it won't be bad. Am I too far south? Oh, I'm too far east. And too far south. Sorry, I'm scrolling through the wiki as I do this, looking for... which one will help me break this salt's curse. Okay, I believe that Cynthia will be the one to talk to about salt. Okay. Feels so weird to be talking about salt because that's my name. Okay, Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersee islands, but here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Luncheon with the sisters, Cynthia. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Gained a terror and a tale of terror and a supplies. Something has happened with the sisters, and I have Salt's attention. I kind of hoped that would... Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay. I kind of hoped that would break the Salt's curse that I apparently have, but nope. Seems not. I'm sure this won't be bad at all. Okay, and I could theoretically keep going, like I still have like 25 fuel, but this episode is going long because I had to read all that, and I'm so high on terror that I will be returning to London. Drop off all that Sphinx stone too. Alright, dark news. Interesting. A grave courier paces the quayside as your ship ties up. Citizen, she hails you. I was commissioned to give this into your hand. Appalling news. Something has happened to your family. That's not good. Ah, great. Mysterious occurrences. Vanished, every one, all on the same night. On the wall of the room where your heir slept, we found this message. Traveler returning. No other trace remains. The constables are baffled. My most heartfelt condolences. Your dynasty has been wiped out at a stroke. If you have a sweetheart or child, they remain untouched. For now, your scion quality has gone. Interesting. So, I have got to find... Great. Got to get another scion, I guess. Let's start by delivering Sphinx Stone, special constables, black uniforms, distinctive caps, the badge of the Ministry of Public Decency. Wait with a cart. Gained 1,000 echoes for all of that, which is really like only 600 echoes because that's how math works. Let's drop off a Blemigan here. A greatcoat-clad figure waits in the shadow of a crane. You have Blemigans? It inquires hopefully. Its voice is high, fluting. A scarf conceals its face. Welcome, Blemigans. Your Blemigans swirl across the dock like clawed and violet fog, up into the greatcoat like squirrels into a shrub. Thank you all, the figure flutes. We have something for you, and we wanted you to have this, our work, though it is unsigned, of course. It retreats into the dockside mist, leaving behind a dank odor, a packing crate, and some love poetry. Romantic literature. All the adventures of the heart are here, in prose, poetry, or pictorial form. Some may be more suitable for private consumption. Interesting. Note, in London, customs duty is paid on love stories, even illustrated love stories. Don't have any more docile Blemigans, and there's a cache of curiosities. Cargo, crates, 1 fuel. Okay. Interesting. Do I not have the ability to go carousing anymore? Huh. Oh. Hello there. A little present. You've been so very helpful. I wanted to give you something for your next voyage. I bottled it myself. 2 supplies. Interesting. Let's see what happens if I try time with my family, even though I don't have a scion anymore. Your sweetheart comes and goes. They have their own complicated business, but they always return to your shared home and your child. Interesting. It's a delight, but will it always be a delight? The Zaylor knows 2 worlds. I can just enjoy their company. Interesting. That feels like it shouldn't be able to happen, given, you know, the whole thing. Let's read the morning papers, get me some of that. Pass on strategic information. Find out where I need to go next. Avid Horizon, great. Sending me to the Avid Horizon fucking again. I've been to the Avid Horizon so many goddamn times. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Okay. Let's submit port reports. I don't think any of these are new. Nope, I don't actually need to do that. And I wanted to sell my forward weapon because I can't use it anymore. So now I sort of have a choice between aft compartment for storing shit or aft weapon. Are there bridge weapons? That's an aft weapon. Forward weapon, deck weapon. Huh. That's interesting. I'll think about that. Forward weapon. This is all just engines. That's all lights. Okay. What about you? Aft weapon. Forward weapon, deck weapon, forward weapon, aft weapon, forward weapon, deck weapon, forward weapon, deck weapon. Okay. I don't actually go full power very often. But I am very tempted by that. But I don't currently smuggle very many things. I don't know if that will change in the future. How much does the next ship cost? 11,000 echoes. Okay. So it'll be a long time before I've saved up that much. But they'll have a forward again. Okay. I think I kind of would like to experiment with, smuggling things, and I think to do that I will need to, cannot be sold in London. Okay. I think to do that I will need to, it would be better if I had that aft compartment. So I will wait on that. I don't think there's anything else for me to do right now. I guess I could rest. Heal those wounds. I know that sometimes if you strike up a romantic relationship with one of your officers, that the your partner in London will break up with you. So I might do that to see if I can break up with them, and then whatchamacallit, break up with them and then get a new scion. But we'll see. That'll be later. Let's see if I can get more crew. Yes. Okay. With that, that's episode 25? Yes, 25. That's a lot. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.